So this is Violet. She's just in the spare cage for a few minutes on her own because she's tormenting Lara and Primrose, and they were trying to have a little nap. So I put her in the spare cage. I'm just about to clean out anyway, so the other girls will be joining her. But just look how much energy this girl has. And she's only 4 weeks younger than Prim and Violet, but the difference, or Primrose and Lara, sorry, but the difference already is amazing how lively she is. Look at her. She's dying to come out. Yes, and I open the lid and you'll be gone. But we had an exciting week this week because the girls had their very first playtime on the floor. We barricaded off a corner of the bedroom, and we used the rat playpen and big pieces of card behind the playpen, and it was great fun. And I've got a lovely little video, but that's in edit at the moment because there's lots of bits of just the carpet because I was filming handheld, and it's just got a bit hectic and I kept like not being able to follow the rats properly. But this girl is so active, she's amazing. Yes, I'm sure you're going to try and jump out, but I want you in there on the wheel. So we've also had fun this week because if you follow us on Facebook, you'll know that we have reserved a mummy rat who's coming to live with us in a few weeks' time with 1 or 2 of her babies. And I went to see Matilda this week. She's doing well, she's looking really great, and she has some most adorable babies. So I've picked out 2 that I like, and which will get reserved for me. And hopefully, yeah, in a few weeks' time they'll all be here and we'll have 5 or 6 ratties. It's been such a dilemma this week because those 2 boy rats, that are 2 separate lone rescue rats that I would really, really love to have. They're on the island, they're not far away from me. Well, one of them's quite a long way away, right the other side, but easily able to get to with a car. And the other one is fairly close, and I'm in such a dilemma because I would like 1 or both of them, and because they're relatively young, around about a year, I can't keep them as lone rats, but it would be quite hard doing male introductions. I don't really like doing male introductions with older rats, so I'm in a dilemma. What do I do? I'm trying frantically to find homes for these rats, or someone who's got lots of time and patience and who's used to doing male introductions. I'm so torn. And this is a dilemma that many people who rescue do have to face on a regular basis. Rats come in, you cannot take every rat that you want. It's just absolutely impossible. Head back in, miss. It's impossible to rescue every single rat, but the guilt that you feel when you cannot take a rat is just horrific, and the stress it puts you under. And I have to have the support of my family, and I can't just go ahead and rescue every rat I want, because if I'm not well, like earlier this year when I wasn't very well and had to go into hospital, I rely on my family to actually care for the rats for me. So I have to sort of have their agreements, and at the moment they're not agreeing to it. So I'm left with like, I want these rats, I can't have them. I didn't realise how much my finger, Violet, not food. She's not a biter. She just sees anything and thinks she'll have a little chew. And maybe I smell of food still, very silly. But she's a very sweetheart. When I first got her, she was quite nibbly, but she's turned into licky rat. And she's so sweet. But if your fingers are through the bars, she will think all food and go for your fingers, which is why it's not a good idea to feed your rats through the bars. And I must admit, I am guilty of doing that sometimes. So my own fault if I get a little nibble. And it wasn't really anything. No. You're a pickle. I can't let you out in this room. I can't have the rats out on the floor downstairs. There's just too many places for them to go, and it takes so long. If they were calm like our males, it would be easy, but female rats, absolute nightmare. When I used to have my other group of females, well, not all of my other groups of females, a couple of years ago, I had less furniture in here, and it was much easier to have the rats out on the floor, and in fact the living room was just basically one big ratty playroom. But things are a bit different now, and it is difficult, but we're trying to rig up a playpen down in this room so I don't have to keep taking the rats upstairs. At the moment I've got bags of bedding and all sorts of things around because I'm working on my bedding materials video. Look at her, she's so cute. You're so cute, you're not coming out. No, you can't come out when I'm filming because you won't sit still. A cuddle with Violet amounts to about 10 seconds if you're lucky, and then she's a wriggly worm. But I say she is so affectionate and sweet. She is great. She's a bit... I don't like to say naughty with rats because rats aren't naughty, they're mischievous. I just love the way she whizzes round on this wheel. Hello, love. Hello. There's my fingers. Oh, drop down. She's gorgeous. Yes, she is. She's lovely. Look at your little face. Let's put that door down so you know you're not coming out. So, yes, dilemmas of what to do. It's just so difficult. Anyway, I may or may not get a male rat this weekend. I may or may not get 2 male rats, but I really, really don't know what to do. Having just the 1 cage of females has been wonderful. We did say that our very last rats we would have just males because a couple of males, 2 or 3 males. I'm sure my video is all wobbly. I'm trying to follow you and you're a little pickle. There she goes across the cage. She loves to do that. She's a climber, she's a jumper. She is just so active. So I'm going to go and get her little friends out of the cage to join her and have the fun of cleaning the big cage out and have a little think and hope that someone comes back to me and says, yes, I'll take the 2 rescue rats, and then the pressure is taken off me. I don't have to make the decision and I can just carry on as I am and wait for Matilda and her babies to arrive. So next week we should definitely have our film edited of Playtime on the floor and hopefully finish the bedding video. So it's just really a little catch up of me today and let you see how wonderfully active female rats are, why they need big cages and lots of time out of their cage and lots of activities. Good girl. Say bye bye. There she is. Oh, she's a sweetheart. I've been so lucky with these girls that they're so lovely. Anyway, bye bye, Violet.